And welcome inside the WV Mason Coach Support right here on GoHofstra.com. Ryan LaFay alongside Kat Angelis, the head coach of the Hofstra field hockey team. 2 games this past week for the team. Just start off, Coach, with the win over Towson at Towson. A 3-0 win. Really looked like it was more than a 3-0 win, though. You guys outshoot the Tigers 25-1. Just walk us through that game.
Well, it definitely was a fight, and wasn't easy as much as it looks statistically on the game stats. But I thought the reason why we won the game is because we really followed a game plan. When you follow a game plan, it helps the players all stay on the same page. And when you're on the same page, you play together. And you play together, you get the best chances to win. So setting a good game plan, I think, was the most important goal for Towson, considering we were going to have to play on the surface. We prepared. We did our preparation over on the lacrosse field for a few days, so I think that really, really helped us. We certainly struggled for the basics on the field turf, but once we kind of got that mindset that, hey, it's just a ball, you got to stick, you got to be able to execute, we began to move the ball a lot better. Our fundamentals were much stronger, and it took a little bit of time to adjust. And I think when we finally did that, we were able to click and finally find the back of the net.
And then your team headed down to Delaware, who are now the number 8 team in the country. Your team falls short 7-2, snapping a 7-game win streak. How did Delaware make it so tough in that game?
Well, overall, they're a fantastic team and well-deserved where they are in the ranking. They're 7th in the RPI. They have a team that has the potential to go very, very far. I think they have the potential to go to the Final Four as well. And when you're playing a team of that caliber, you can't make any mistakes. It's critical, and we had to, we really had to keep a very, very strong and sound defensive structure. And there was times in this game that we really, really did very, very well, and we were able to keep a strong shape in our defensive structure. But then there was times where, you give a little bit, and then there's a hole, and that hole turns into a very critical hole, and Delaware did capitalize. I think overall in our performance, I do always like to say when there's 7 goals, it doesn't really show how we play. Certainly in this case, I think we played much better. We played with them throughout most of the game. I mean, they're dynamite on defensive corners, and they really can move the ball very well through the midfield and attacking third. We made some adjustments. We also moved Claudia Stamper back into the midfield. We needed to create some danger in our midfield area, and I think that helped a little bit there. But our goal now is just to focus on Northeastern, learn from this game, and we laid it out in the field, and we know we couldn't have played any harder, and that's all we can ask for.
And another bright spot this week, Claudia Stamper breaking the all-time assist record here at the school. How about that moment for her? Just you talked about moving her back into the midfield. Is that going to maybe help add to the assist total as the year goes on?
Well, congratulations to Claudia, and well-deserved honor. I'm really happy to see her, break a scoring record. To see that she was able to create this attack from the midfield position just goes to show the player that she is. It's not easy always to make an adjustment when you're on the striker line to move to the midline, but she does it. She knows she does it for the team, and I think it made a big impact, and certainly she had a lot of attacking runs into the attacking third into the circle from that position. So again, exciting to see when you have a player break a scoring record.
Let's just look ahead to this week as well. Friday afternoon, you guys take on the Northeastern Huskies, a team right now that's 6-7 overall. How do you pull out a win against Northeastern?
Well, every team in the CAA as well as Northeastern, there's a lot of parity in the 3 and 4 spot that all of us are hoping to make sure we're in and get ourselves into the championship. They're having a very good year despite not having a ton of wins. Their schedule is always one of the most powerful schedules on the CAA. They play a number of teams in the top 10 and the top 20, so those losses are respectable losses. We're playing great hockey right now. We've got an amazing team that gets better and better every time we step on the field. The senior class is really driving this group, and we've got some young players who are gelling very well with the seniors, and I think that makes it a great team. And we've just got to put it all together. And to be honest with you, right now the team is riding the bus. The impact that the coaching staff has, we need the leadership to come from the players and they're the ones that really have to step up right now. You know, certainly we're going to have that support from the staff, but you know, the catalyst and leadership has to be on the field, and if we can get that from the group, then we're going to have a great game on Friday and hopefully come out on top.
And finally, Coach, a week off in between games against Northeastern and Drexel. Is it some needed time off for your group, do you think, right here in the middle of the CAA slate?
Well, I think it is the scheduling part of it came up really in our favor. I think it's great to have a few days. It's going to give an opportunity for us. You know, this does not happen often, where you can actually give 48 hours of a recovery and even a mental breakaway at this time of the season with the last 5 games remaining and 4 are going to be remaining after Friday. It's going to be so critical that you know, we come back with a clear mind after Friday. So I think it's great that we are able to have the weekend off and also some time away with the team, which is going to be huge. At this point, you know, the physical part of the game is pretty much determined. So it's the mental aspect that is going to be huge, and then that's going to be the difference maker as to who, you know, especially in our group, if we make it to the series or not. I mean, we plan on being there. We have an expectation to be there, and you know, the mental side is just going to have to really persevere this weekend and coming in for the final games.
She's Claudia Angelis, the head coach of the Hofstra field hockey team. Coach, thanks for your time.
Great, thank you.
And thank you for watching the W Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.